Welcome to Genki 1, Lesson 12, Grammar Point 5. In this lesson, you learn how to say that someone has to or must take some sort of action. Okay, so this grammar point, it's a long utterance. The basic form that Genki gives us is nakereba ikemasen. Nakereba ikemasen is actually a double negative. The first part, the nakereba, is a conditional negative, and then the second part, ikemasen, is a negative potential form. So what it literally means is if you or someone does not do this action, it will not go, or it won't do. I like to think of it as it won't do if you don't do such and such, which essentially means you must or you have to do such and such. The nakereba ending is a negative form, so we form it from the nai ending, and what you do is you drop the final e of nai and add kereba ikemasen, or one of the variations that I will introduce in the next slide. Nakereba ikemasen is a standard formal form, but this particular construction has many variations, and it's good to remember that a negative conditional followed by a negative verb tends to have the same meaning of have to or must. So for the variations on the themes, Genki gives us nakya ikemasen. This is a spoken variation that's used in standard Japanese or Kanto, Tokyo area Japanese. If you are in other areas of the country, you will hear different variations. If you're in Osaka, it will become naakan in casual speech. This form can be conjugated into the past tense. You can't unnegate it because you would change what's happening internally. But you can say, for example, Kino ginko ni ikanakereba ikemasen deshita. Yesterday, I had to go to the bank. These are long utterances. For now, you may just recognize it initially by its length. Ikanakereba ikemasen deshita. That's a lot of syllables. You can also put this into the short form for casual speech or informal speech or quotations or expressing opinions. An example here is Isoganakia ikenai. We gotta hurry. You could also drop the ikenai part and just say Isoganakia, and people will understand that the rest of the sentence is implied and that it again means you have to hurry. A couple more variations, more than a couple actually, that you can see here are nakucha ikemasen, toshokan ni ikanakucha ikemasen. Right, is slightly informal. It's just a different variation of the nakya, nakucha. These are both abbreviated forms of nakute wa ikemasen, which is a more formal form. And we've seen this before, the nakute wa ikemasen somewhere. Another possibility is nai to ikemasen. The short form followed by particle to is also a form of conditional. So, kurasu ni ikanai to ikemasen. Ikanai to ikenai. I have to go to class. Ikemasen may also be replaced with narimasen. So you may have shinakereba narimasen, shinakya narimasen, nakuja narimasen, nakute wa narimasen, nai to narimasen, or the narimasen in the short form, nakucha naranai, nai to naranai. And then of course these can all also go into the past tense if it's something that you had to do in the past. Okay, so for this grammar point, it's really the important thing is to recognize the form of the double negative, a negative conditional form plus a negative potential or narimas in the negative, ikemasen, narimasen, Sometimes you'll even hear dame, shinai to dame. It all means the same thing. So remember to read through the grammar point 5 from lesson 12 of the Genki 1 book, and to do the short quiz on my courses, and I will see you in class.